What's up, everyone? This is Ronnie, and I'm just coming to you today with a video. We're going to keep it short. I'm going to try and make it under, I got 20 items I want to show you that we sold over September. I'm a little late. Sorry, I've been very busy. It's start of fourth quarter, trying to get that number up. And sales have been very good. They've been increasing, which we like to see. Love the upward swing. Amazon's been slow, but I ain't messing with Amazon. eBay's my thing. What else? We're gonna have a show coming soon in the next probably in the next week. I hope to have it where it's just myself. So look forward to that. It's not going to be every week probably, but we'll try to make it every other week maybe. I'll give you more details. I want to keep it kind of a surprise. Have some fun with it. I was at my first live auction the other day. That was pretty cool. Hopefully I can get to talk about that. Maybe tomorrow I can drag Mrs. Hart, Gretchen, onto a hangout here. And we could get her take because she seemed very excited. And I don't know, I think I'm going to enjoy the auctions from now on and go to them. His first one, we did fairly well. But he didn't hear me psycho babble, and I don't know what I was just trying to say, but that came out crazy. But I'm going to show you 20 items. Let's get into it. All right. First item. This is an item I've sold probably a few times. I come across these fairly common. These are just Ralph Lauren wool pants. And the thing you want to look for is this plaid. It's a green and blue plaid. Black watch. This sells extremely well every time I get it. If it's priced right, it sells fairly well. This was Ralph Lauren's, what do you call it? Polo University line. See right there. I mean, this usually does not do well, but because of this pattern, it did well. The prices, I'm not 100% sure which ones. Some of them I know we did 15 or 20% off sales. So some of the items sold at full price, some of them didn't, and for whatever reason, I didn't go back and check. So bear with me on that. This, I believe, sold for 15% off. So, you do the math if you want to. It's like $42.50 plus shipping. Now, here was another item. We had a bunch of these. I've sold, I believe, 2 pairs. We picked up 34 pairs of these larger Ralph Lauren pants. They're all new with tags. I paid $8 each. They're all sizes 50 to 58. It's going to be more of a long tail item. I have them priced at 60. I believe this one sold at 51. It was on sale plus the shipping. I'm probably going to lower the price to 50 because I really haven't seen the movement I like on them. So I'm going to see if lowering the price a little bit helps. I might be priced too high in that item. But I picked up a bunch of those. Like I said, that was a thrift store find. They actually had them priced at $18. And I walked by them at least 2 different times. Nobody else decided to pick them up. And then we just happened to come into that thrift store that day, and they lowered the price to $8, and I just bought them all. I actually had pictures of the whole cart filled with them. If you wanted to, if you follow us on Instagram at Heart Pickers, I do show some other different things that we're picking up here and there, or just fun in-store things. Here we have a item that we got bundled in together with a bunch of other yard sale stuff. I wind up paying, it was $50. The lady said that this item costed That sucked. I got the spinning beach ball now. Come on. Really? I never get the spinach beach ball. Damn you, Apple. But we picked up this item. It's going to be here in a minute. Let's hope. Uh, I don't want to start this over. I'm sorry. If you give me a dislike, I understand. But we picked up this item. It was new in box. We picked this up with a bunch of other items that went into Amazon. Some things my wife kept. And this is a wall mount soap dispenser thing. There's the picture from the side of the box. We paid this and a bunch of, probably about $400 of stuff we're going to send into Amazon. We paid $50. She said 60. She said, "Oh, this thing, I bought this recently at Bed Bath and Beyond for 75." And I was like, whatever, lady. I thought my wife wanted it for the house, so I kept it because she was demanding like 20 on this piece. So I was like, okay, fine. And then my wife told me she scanned it and it came up like $120 on Amazon. The problem was nobody was buying it at $120. So I figured the quick and easy thing was to price it right at 75. And I said, if it sells before I send the box, and go be it. And it sold. So it didn't take that long to sell. But, always interested in other little odd things. This is a Lardro, I hope I'm saying that right, porcelain figurine. See right here, it's the sad sax. It's a clown, scary as hell. We paid $20 for this and another one off of Craigslist. My wife found them and called them. We had it listed probably, I would say, 3 months. So it didn't sell fast, but we got probably $72 out of this, or give or take. And we sold the other one for good money too. So at the end of the day, it was all good. So some porcelain stuff is not bad. I'll show you the bottom here. That's they're right there. It's made in Spain, blah, 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 blah. Let's get on to the next one. This is a LL Bean leather briefcase, like messenger bag. It had some discoloration or late spotting on the back. I don't remember exactly. We had this listed for a while. I picked this up at our very first yard sale of the season. I paid $5 or $10 for it. Don't remember which one. Got it with a few other. Well, we went back and I bought a few other things, but it was It was a good looking bag. It was just, see right there, right there. I mean, showed pictures. I mean, it's not actually that bad of a thing, but it was a really nice bag. I mean, someone wants a leather bag. This is a really nice bag. Took 6 months to sell, but I listed it and forgot it, and it's good return at the end of the day. This was a vintage sand knit McGregor jersey. These were before Champion. These were in early to mid 80s. This is Lawrence Taylor, who's kind of has been in the news a lot over the last few years, and not for playing football, unfortunately. Was a crazy football player with crazy hairdo and the earrings and all that stuff, and the great linebacker. But that's what the tags for the jersey look like. This jersey was in actually mint condition. It looks like it was never worn. Paid. I think I paid about $7 for that jersey, and that's all fairly. I would say it took 6 weeks to sell. Football season. As soon as football season started, it sold. September 9th. That was probably first week of football season, if I remember right. This is a Johnson Woven Mills jacket. It's a wool blend, 85% wool, 15% nylon. It's not a vintage jacket. I seen some of the vintage jackets do pretty well too. Um, I seen right here, someone actually sent me a picture of I think it was Paradise Found the other day or a while back, and they asked me, "How do you know if it's new or current?" If there's a website on the tag, guess what? It's current. It's a more newer label. It's definitely not vintage. But I went to the website and I looked it up, and there wasn't so many jackets here. So I got the name of the jacket, Big Buck Jack shirt, blah blah. So I was able to add that to the description. It only took about 2 extra minutes, and it probably helped with selling that item. This sold for $85. That much I know, and I paid $6 for that. You know, sometimes you have a hard time getting rid of something. You have the same shirts brand, you might be able to lock them together. I got these at a half off day. These were $2.50 each. One of them had an issue with some like white paint marks. So I decided the best thing to do is probably lock them together. Just that way I could get rid of that other shirt that most likely is not going to sell for much. And I could get my money back. And all this is going to go right into a medium or even a, regional A box. And most likely I'm not going to be paying that much. These sold, I remember, for $80. I've had them actually listed for a little while. And it's really weird because Orvich 2X stuff usually sells fairly well. I'm just not sure if somebody wanted 4 shirts together. But they did sell. I wasn't into them for much, so it didn't matter. But sometimes lotting stuff together, if it's the same size, will work. These were a pair of Salvatore Ferragamo suede horsebit loafers, size 13. These sold extremely fast. These sold within probably a day of me listing them. I was into them for $10. And there they are. They were in very good condition. I priced them basically to move them, and they sold for full asking price plus shipping. So I was very happy. Good looking shoe. Very good price. Can't beat it. Let's see if we can get rid of some of these things. Maybe speed this up if I don't get this spinning beach again. All kinds of chaos outside right now. It sounds like some of the neighbors are. We got a bunch of quiet people for the most part, but whenever they got family or friends around, they are kind of noisy. These were a pair of I'm gonna get this name all mixed up. Lily Pulsover. Their men's line does very good. It was discontinued. I believe it's still discontinued. I took an offer on these. I did it for $110, free shipping out the door. Size 38. The name of the pants were Paps pants. I don't know how I came up with that, but it was probably on the tag. I don't think I would just come up with that out of my own. The men's line does extremely well. The women's line, I've had some. Oh yeah, there they are. There we go. The women's line I've had very little luck with for whatever reason, but the men's line has done very well and usually sells fairly quickly for me. The women's line, not much, but I still will pick that stuff up if it's in the right price point. But you know, sometimes it's just an item. Item might be hot, depending on, you know, men's might be hotter than women's. There's a lot of brands where women's don't bring anywhere near as much as the men's, and vice versa. These were a pair of Newer Tags pants. I've probably had these at least 6 months. I paid $15 for these. These are a pair of Luciano Barbera. This is a middle of the line Italian brand. decent brand. Some of the stuff will sell from them fairly quickly. Some stuff will sit. These probably retailed somewhere in the $300 to $400 range. Really nice. You know, if you want a nice pair of dress pants, these are it. Size 36. Like I said, paid 15. Probably got, I don't know, $100 for them or so. So not bad at all. This is a men's two-piece suit. I got this. I took an offer on it. It's Copley. It's not really a great brand for say that has great resale value. I've never really picked up this brand too often, unless it's mixed with another brand like Xenia fabric or something like that. And if it's a larger size, I may get it. This was a size 54 regular, larger size. It's a men's suit, two-piece suit. It's a newer tag, still had the tags on it and everything like that. I paid $15 for this, and like I said, I took an offer at $132 on this. I was asking maybe $180, somewhere in that range, and I took it to make the quick sale, move it on, move it out. I could have waited, but you never know, and sometimes it's good just to sell stuff. This is a Ralph Lauren polo golf men's polo, and if you know the Ralph Lauren lines, anything with the teddy bear logo really sells well. I paid $13 for this at a Savers. I almost passed by it because the collar had some wear to it. It's you see the rest of the shirt. The rest of the shirt really looks like it's in perfect condition. The collar looked like it's been worn a few different times, possibly like someone with a chain. I used to wear a heavy chain when I was younger, and it would kill the collar of my shirts. It's kind of reminds me of what this did. This shirt took 1 day to sell, and it sold at very good price. It sold about $120, and it went overseas, so they actually paid extra shipping on it. As I do first, if anything goes first class, usually I'll ship free. I just to compete with people, especially with dress shirts and stuff like that. I feel that I have to be very competitive on that market. But very good. Anytime you can get anything Ralph Lauren that has that bear on it, you know, it's a good thing to get. Polo golf. It's probably, I would say, about 10 years old. I don't think it's super old. You know, the bears are all there sitting there with their little golf outfits on, with their golf polo or baseball bat, looking to meet up with somebody and chase them on the street, maybe. This was a Jack Victor wool sport coat. Once again, this is a larger size. This is a size 54. Has elbow patches. It's a really nice looking jacket. Has the trinket pocket, I believe it's called, that third pocket there. See the elbow patches. Really good condition, the elbow patches were. Usually, you know, sometimes you find some wear to them or not. It was a little, you know, the 3-button is not really in so much, but when you're a 54 regular, you don't really have a lot of choices on eBay for your clothing. Once you get over that 50 range, and that's probably like 2X size, 3X, a lot of clothing, it gets really hard in that range, especially for suits and sport coats. If you could pick up some decent brands, and they need to be decent brands, you can do very well. You know, middle of the road, some of the brands will do actually very well too, but you have to get into it for a cheap enough price. And for the most part, sport coats, suits are long tail items. Now, I'm not going to get into point because we've been over this 10,000 times. What's the difference between a suit and a sport coat? If you really can't take the time to go through and watch some of these great men's videos on here, there's a lot of videos on here that could help you out, and you could learn it really in about an hour. Recommend there's some really good videos out there. This is a Brooks Brothers. This is a higher end Brooks Brothers suit. It's a 818 Madison. This is wool, two piece, better size, 48 regular. Here's the tag right here. This is probably pushing about $1,000 suit. And these ones do fairly well. This was a 48 regular, and this sold, I would say I've had it. Well, it didn't sell that fast. I probably took about 6 months to sell. This is a crazy jacket. I don't know how this, I picked this up because I got it for like $5 or $6 or something. And I just liked the way it looked. This is a brand that I would never pick up otherwise. And I can tell you the truth, I'm not going to pick it up anytime soon because I think every thrift store you go into, you will see these jackets. They weren't that expensive. They had a store in the mall when I was growing up and into my early 20s. I don't think they're around much anymore. Wilson Leathers. This was just a nice, like, shilling lined bomber jacket. It just looked really nice, I thought. Had a detachable hood. This actually sold twice. The first person never paid. I put it up. Both times they sold within a week. So this is actually not a bad, maybe this style jacket. If you come across this style of jacket, it might not be that bad to pick it up. This sold for $120 plus shipping. But a lot of their other jackets, I would probably pass by. Do a little research on the brand, kind of figure out the styles that do well, and go on from there. I don't think the women's do well, just saying. And the men's, there's only a few certain styles that do well. The rest I would stay away from. This is a woman's Brooks Brothers two-piece suit. The jacket was a size 8, pants was a size 10. I paid $15 for this. This was originally marked at a Salvation Army for $100, and they must have remarked it and put it back on the floor. It was new with tags. I never even listed new with tags. Well, I did there, but not in the title. Pants had the top had one price tag of like $2 something, and then the pants had a different price tag of like something else. But little mismatch on the sizing, and it still sold because 8 and a 10 are really very close together. It's not like anything. And this sold, like I said, within a few days. And actually for a very good price. I got $135 out of that. This was a jacket that we picked up. We probably had this, I would say, for about 2 or 3 months on eBay. This is cashmere. It's by Oxford. I got this on a half-off day. And, I mean, it had a ripped-out armpit. The armpit needed repair. I brought it to our tailor, $6. So I was in it for about, let's say, call it $10 at the end of the day. And it sold for right around $135 or so, like that. There's the Oxford closed logo. It's an older, their older line. This is probably from the 90s, early 80s, 90s. Most of the time they'll be dated. It was a really nice pattern, though, and that's what I liked about it. And I didn't even know it had the ripped armpit till I came home. Sometimes I miss a thing or two on these jackets, but it has a nice print. It sticks out at you. This is another higher-end Brooks Brothers two-piece suit. I can't say it enough. A lot of the regular Brooks Brothers suits just do not bring very great money. This is Brooks Brothers with Laurel Piana fabric. Nothing crazy. It's just a regular suit. It was missing a button on one of the rear pants, pockets. No big deal. I just enclose it in the listing, and we've had this a little while. This has probably been around, I don't know, 6 months in our inventory. See right there, there's the fabric, and this is a common mistake. A lot of people will say, oh, Laurel Piana, They won't even mention the part it's Brooks Brothers, but it's a Brooks Brothers item with Laurel Piana fabric, and that goes for so many other pieces of clothing too. People try to get eyes on their stuff by not labeling it correctly. This was a nice vintage Ralph Lauren piece, yellow shirt. It looked like it was never worn. It had, a lot of things you look for when you see Ralph Lauren stuff. See the front of the shirt here. It's just a yellow shirt, black snap buttons. It had the little insignia up by the pocket, Polo Sport. Really nice looking shirt, size extra large, which is nice. Had the little orange dot, so this was actually sold at the outlet. There's a large imprint of that on the back. That was just like an iron-on, not an iron-on, but it wasn't embroidered or anything like that. And for a shirt that's probably 15 to 20 years old, that is actually in very perfect condition. Hasn't seen too much wash or laundry. Really good shirt. Paid $5 for that shirt, and that sold. It took probably 2 or 3 months, 2 months, I would say, but it sold and it moved on to a new home. Best sold item we had for the month. My wife found these. These were a pair of Manolo Blanc. I don't know how to pronounce that. These were like brand new condition. These sold within a day. Sold them for $200. That much I remember. No, it was about $200 these sold for. I don't remember. They sold quick within a day or so. That's it. They were never worn perfect on the bottom, even though my wife did not give me a picture of that. And the person was very happy. They got these within 2 days or so and just told me, "Oh my God, I love the shoes. Thank you so much." And I was happy. And I paid $25 for those. My wife was a little like, "Whoa, that's a little bit for shoes." And I'm like, "No, we'll be fine. They're fine. They're not bad at all." But sometimes you got to pay up to make that bigger sale item. So September was really good. Those were some of the better sales. There was a lot of other sales. I think we had a total of 120 items that we sold over the course of September. Average was 50. I don't remember. It's like 55 or something like that. But doing good. Can't complain. No, it was $60. Sorry, excuse me. $60. It was just under 60, like 59 something. But hope that helps anybody. Any questions or likes or dislikes or comments, just leave them below. Hopefully I'll get to them within a few days or so like that. But like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later, everybody. Have a good day.